Hi, welcome to the Sopita Personality Clinic. Are you here for your Whimsy Assessment? Amazing, I have your appointment time written down right here. My intern Choco Cat is going to be here taking notes on your survey, so I'm going to be focused on them, so there's no pressure on you. If you want to go ahead and have a seat, we'll go through some questions. Choco Cat will record them for me. I'm going to input all of the values for your answers into our whimsy calculator. In the end, it'll give us a total and let you know where your whimsy levels stand. Sometimes they're just a little below silly and they need to be raised a little bit more past kooky, if you know what I mean. Okay, these questions should be simple for you to answer. There's no right or wrong. They're just reflective of who you are and where your whimsiness is right now. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and start. Question 1. What's your favorite color? Okay. When was the last time you had a sweet treat? And what was that sweet treat? That sounds really nice. What was the last picture you drew with crayons? That one might be hard to remember if it's been a while. Oh, okay. And how long ago was that? Okay. When was the last time you gave someone a gift just because? Like a little trinket? Okay, great. What was the most recent compliment you gave yourself? Yeah, confidence is a big part of killing the cringe within us so that we can be our silliest and truest selves. Important to know. That concludes the beginning of our assessment. Up next, you'll be presented with objects and groups of 3. You'll let me know which one you identify with the most. That doesn't need any real justification. It can just be off, you liking the color or the personality of the object, whichever one you're drawn to most. There's no wrong answers. Up first are these wooden tulips. They come in 3 colors. We have a pink, almost like a magenta, a deep blue with little light bits of sky blue on the edges, and a warm orange that makes me think of sunsets. Now, the pink is known to have the essence of cotton candy, light, fluffy feelings, really extra sparkly and sweet. The blue is known to be calming. Overall, a sense of like when the ocean crashes, the energy. And the orange is warm, almost like cinnamon or snickerdoodles fresh out the oven. Really cozy and toasty. So there's no pressure. You tell me which one of these is the one you're drawn to the most. The pink, the blue, or the orange. Okay. You got that, Chocolate? Yeah. Okay. Up next is one of my favorite tests. And here is a basket of extra cozy and warm tiny kittens. These kitten triplets have the sweetest and tiniest personalities. This first one is Sunshine. Sunshine loves to wake up early in the morning and catch the sunrise. Their super soft and marshmallowy fur makes them extra open to cuddles. Up next is Smokey. Smokey loves outside adventures, especially in the afternoon. They're a little more mischievous than Sunshine and really love being scratched behind their ears. And our last kitten is Sweetie. Sweetie likes to hang around the kitchen, waiting for soft little sniffs, new sensory experiences that come out of it. Sweetie is known for cuddling all through the day, as well as stealing socks. Ooh, so tiny. Which baby kitten are you drawn to? Sunshine, Smokey, or Sweetie? No wrong answers. They're all great kittens. All right, great. Speaking of tiny little babies, up next we have our little Minecraft trio. We have to keep them in this jar so they don't crawl away too quickly. Up first we have the snow golem. The snow golem is itty bitty, but has a pumpkin that they use as a helmet. They can sometimes leave behind snowballs when they disappear, but this guy's just little. Up next is a tiny little Enderman. Endermen are known to have tempers, you might say. As long as you don't give them direct eye contact, they won't buzz at you. And again, this one's just little, so try not to do a lot to you. Last is this piglet, if you will. Just a tiny little guy looking to walk across the biome, eat grass, and oink. So are you more drawn to the snow golem, the Enderman, or the pig? There are no wrong answers, and you don't have to know Minecraft to have an opinion. Okay, great. I'll just go ahead and put these little guys back in their holding container. They're doing really well so far, aren't they? Okay. Back to our florals. I'm going to present you with 3 different stems, and you tell me which one you identify the most with. The first one is a Queen Anne's lace. Has tiny, tiny little white florets almost, with long green stems, and they're all clustered together. They have a soft, sweet appearance. Next is a pink garden rose. These have that quintessential rose scent while maintaining their softness with curly little petals. And lastly, we have our open tulip. These are sunshine yellow. They almost feel like wide open cups as they bloom. Which of the 3 are you most drawn to? The Queen Anne's lace, the garden rose, or the yellow tulip? Perfect. Our last grouping of 3 is going to be these tiny little sheep. I guess lambs, if you will, but they're pretty fuzzy. They are siblings. Our first sheep is Fluff. Fluff is known for wandering off on their own every once in a while and getting a little lost. Even though they like to be more independent, they find there's a lot of love, strength, and confidence in their community. Fluff loves to eat dandelions and to sunbathe as much as possible. Next is Scruff, the eldest of the 3. Scruff is a little more golden than the other 2. Scruff really likes wandering as a group, telling each other silly jokes, and watching butterflies and moths fly by. The smallest of the 3 is Tuff. Tuff is super ultra plush and soft and likes to have midday naps and cuddles with their siblings. They're also prone to chasing bees in the meadows and will bring flowers back to their siblings as souvenirs. So which little sheep are you drawn to the most? Fluff, Scruff, or Tuff? Did you get that? Wonderful. Okay, and what was that final value? Okay, we're on the same page. There will just be one last section of have you ever questions, and then we'll have our grand total. Okay, you ready? Have you ever bitten into an ooey gooey chocolate chip cookie and gotten chocolate all over your face? Have you ever belly laughed with friends so much that you're in that muscular tummy pain? Have you ever told a joke so silly that you laugh before you get the whole thing out? Have you ever spilled your popcorn all over the floor at the movie theater? It does happen to the best of us. Have you ever picked the petals off of a flower? He loves me not. They love me not. She loves me not. Have you ever fallen on the floor and laughed, like tripped and fell, and couldn't help but have a giggle about it? Have you ever reminded somebody else of how special they are? Have you ever added a silly little ad-lib when singing someone happy birthday? Have you ever had your face painted at a carnival or a fair? Have you ever played with sparklers or lit a firework? Have you ever put glitter on your face or in your hair? Have you ever taken a photo with a mascot or an actor at a theme park or a sporting event? Have you ever made a birthday cake for somebody else? Not everyone's a baker. Have you ever helped an animal across the street, like a turtle or a family of ducks? And have you ever stayed up all night reading a book because it was just too good not to finish? Perfect. They did a great job answering all of these questions, huh? Remember, there's no judgment for any of your answers. We're just trying to see where your whimsy's at. So I'm just going to add in some final points. And once we have your full value, we'll make sure to report that to our clinic, and they will make any suggestions they believe are appropriate based on your whimsy levels. Their total is incredible. Yeah. It's boobs. They did amazing. We'll be sure to send this value to our clinic and you'll hear from us soon. Thank you, Choco Cat, for your help. Have a good one.